Welcome to an episode. I don't even know which podcast we're putting this on for post status. We have a couple different ones. This will probably fall under one. This one will definitely isn't live, so we're not doing it under the live podcast. But I'm here to talk with Bernard Meyer, who is with Omnisend. Let me get this right. Senior Director of Communications and Creative, which sounds serious, but also very fun. Anytime
Yeah.
the word creative comes in.
Yeah. I made sure that they attach the last part at the end just so they know that I'm half serious and I need my element of fun.
I mean, it's balanced. It's a balanced title for sure. And
And
you're, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and if you've seen some of the videos and the stuff that we've been creating over the last year or 2 years, we're
Yeah,
ramping up the creative and communications comes later.
we're definitely going to talk about some of those videos because they have inspired me in such a way. And I'm like, can we do that at Stellar or are we total copycats? So we'll talk about that in a minute too. But you also have a dual title that we're going to talk about today, which is that you're co-leading the communications team for communications team for WordCamp Asia.
Hmm.
And you've been part of the marketing team, co-lead, I think,
Yeah.
for
For
WordPress itself.
2024. Hmm.
Yeah, in the past. And so we have so many things we can discuss and we have so many things in common, which is great. But first and foremost, tell us, like, where are you located in the world? Like, I'm in Rochester, New York. It's snowing here. It's cold. Where are you and what's happening?
It's snowing and cold where I'm at right now. I am in Omnisend's headquarters in Vilnius, Lithuania.
Hmm.
So winter is winter. It is January, middle of January, so that means it's gonna get pretty cold here soon.
Yeah.
But I'm actually, when people ask me where I'm from, I have to admit I'm a citizen of the world because I don't even know anymore. I have spent 10 decades in three continents each. So I was born in Cape Town in South Africa, and then when I was
Hmm.
about 13, we moved to Miami. Spent another 10-ish years there, well, between Miami and Indiana. And then a few years in Asia, and then at least 12 years now in Lithuania. So
Yeah.
sometimes I know that people are a bit confused because my accent doesn't know what it wants to be. I don't know what's going on either. So when America does something funny or stupid, then I'm like, I'm from South Africa, I'm from Europe. I can just choose my identity on the spot.
And not to get into politics, but I'm guessing that you're not claiming the American part of it very
Oh,
much
no, no,
lately.
no. I mean, I love the American passport. Trust me, it opens a lot
Yes,
of doors. But
I'm sure,
I'm like, you know what? I don't even know anymore.
for sure.
I've moved beyond borders. Let me say that. That's
I
my easy.
understand. That's wonderful. I love it. Actually, and I was going to say, before you brought it up, I'm like, you have the accent of somebody who's traveled a lot and been located in different places. And I'm sure people
Love
say
it.
to you, I hear this and I hear that, but where are you from? Yes,
Exactly.
exactly. I
You
love
know,
it.
the funny thing is, I guess physically, visually, I may also be across borders because I went to Egypt once and the guys started speaking Arabic to me and stuff like that. And then I told him I'm not Egyptian. He was like, "Come on, man, stop pretending." Brazilian guys think I'm Brazilian. People from South America think I'm South American. So I'm all good.
If you were in like in a film and things like that, you could play so many parts, basically, is what I
Mhm.
just heard. Fantastic.
When I was younger, people told me, you look like Will Smith, and I'm like, no, Will Smith looks like me.
There you go. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Ownership of who you are is great.
Exactly.
And creative from a very early age, which is also pretty cool.
Mhm.
So, first tell us, for anybody who doesn't know, those people, as they say, living under the rock, a rock, what does Omnisend do? What is Omnisend?
In a nutshell, Omnisend does email marketing, SMS marketing, little push notification marketing for online stores or websites that are, pushing something like LMS language management system, things that where they can buy stuff online. And we help those with digital presences communicate with their customers or their subscribers
Mhm.
via email or SMS. But the majority of that is email. So in addition to getting people in touch with their subscribers or their customers, we also help them collect subscribers. So we have pop-ups as well. So anyone that
Okay.
comes to your website from that point on, you can use Omnisend to collect
Mhm.
those and turn those visitors into subscribers. hopefully subscribers into buyers, and then you keep them for a very long time because acquisition
Mhm.
costs are increasing rapidly. So
Are
you
they
need
not?
retention.
Yes. So
Yeah,
you
it's
so
crazy.
you take control of that whole funnel, that whole marketing funnel, which is
Yeah, the
great.
whole funnel. And
That's
the
great.
thing is, not to get too deep in email marketing, but I'm not a very technical person. But once you just do like the very, very, very basics, you
Mhm.
make money. Like, I mean, not
It's crazy,
necessarily
right? Yeah.
what your goals are, but you get that result by just doing the basics. Like 15 minutes per week, you're golden. So
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that this kind of stuff is all over many industries. We just need to do the basics, and then we're pretty good with that one.
I know that email marketing works because my bank account will tell you that email
Exactly.
marketing works. There are two companies that anybody else would say they're spamming me. There's one company I probably get 5 emails a day, but I buy the shirt is from them, for example. I buy from them consistently. The photos on the wall behind me are from a different company. I have spent hundreds of dollars gifting other people because not only does their marketing work, but the quality of the product
Yeah.
that they are presenting, right? If I bought it once and it was terrible, of course, I would just be like unsubscribe. But
Yeah.
I don't unsubscribe. I don't open every email, but they're there and they pique my interest
Hmm.
very often. So email marketing absolutely works.
Yeah. And when you have time, you browse through the
Yeah.
tab or promotions tab and you just
Uh,
check it out. Yeah. So I
uh,
think,
uh,
a lot of people think that email marketing, SMS marketing, especially from 20 years ago, spam was like all over the place. So I understand,
yeah.
especially the older ones, they are very concerned that this is spam, but nowadays everything is pretty well organized. So I think email marketing, SMS marketing, again, it's so very, very, very basics. You will cover your bases and you will see pretty good returns.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And especially the ones that say, "Hey, we noticed that you were looking at XYZ," and I'm like, "Oh, they're really good at what they
Yeah,
do. Like, oh, they know that I've had my eye on that sweater, you know?" And they'll be like, "Did you mean this sweater? We have it in your
exactly.
size, Michelle," you know? So,
So this is the thing that I think now that I'm in WordPress for a while, I know that there's a lot of like developers, a lot of technical people, and they may not have a lot of marketing knowledge. And they don't have a lot of time, as most people don't
right.
have time. But for example, we have just done statistics where we showed that about 38% of all the revenue that these stores make come from just 2% of emails. So just 98% of emails is going to
Yeah.
bring you 40, 60%, but just 2% of the emails will bring you about 40%. And that is mostly just automated emails, like
Yeah.
two emails. The welcome email, for example, someone comes to your website, they sign up. That hour, 2 hours when they sign up, they are the most excited for your brand. Send them an email with a little discount offer. You can convert them. And then the second one is this abandoned cart. You
Hmm.
checked it out, you left the website, they will send you an email about an hour later
Yeah.
or 6 hours later. That is also it. And if you
Yeah.
set up those two, like I said, you're golden.
Especially if the abandoned cart one says, "Can we offer you a discount on that
Exactly.
product you were
Yeah.
looking at?" For
Yeah, so
sure. Yeah.
some people are a bit concerned with discounts, so sometimes we say, okay, maybe no, don't put the discount in the first like abandoned
Right.
cart email, but put it in the second one. Like send the first
Right.
one after 1 hour. You forgot something? Did you
Yeah.
go to the bathroom? And then another 12 hours later, say, okay, let me make you a deal you can't refuse, 15%, and
Yeah.
then see what happens.
Yeah. Or stock is running low. That's another one that's like, "Oh, I better buy it now," right? And is it really
Yeah.
running low? I don't know. They told me it is, right? Probably not, but who knows for sure. Um, But it is an interesting place to be in. And B2B, we're in WordPress, we're mostly in the B2B space,
Yeah.
right? And so you're not like you're in marketing, so you're still selling your product, but these
Hmm.
products are things that help other people, like you said,
Exactly.
with time management, with lead gen and acquisition and all of those things, which is just so, so important. You all, Omnisend, it's like you came into the WordPress space rather recently
Hmm.
it was in the last 2 years that I was like, who is this Omnisend? Who's this? He wants to be on my podcast. So I had was it Ritus was on my
Hmm.
Ritus was on my
Ritas, yeah.
Ritus was on WP Coffee Talk, and I was like, I don't know who these people are. I don't know what they're doing, but okay, let's talk, right? I think he was in that same room you're in, as a matter of fact, and and I've been following along, and then I was like, oh, and look at this. They're sponsoring WordCamp Asia. And oh my gosh, and here they are at US, and here they are at in Europe and all of the things. And I've seen you in particular in all of the places as well. So um I could honestly say every person that I've come into contact with from Omnisend has been delightful, delightful people. And I've had just, it's been great getting to know you all in the community as well. And coming in and sponsoring things and really kind of um, positioning yourself in
Yeah.
a pretty great way, but following it up with, and I'm going to get back to those videos, a
Okay.
sense of humor in your marketing that I would say, and I like this word, endears you to the community.
Wonderful.
So you did a video for the one the first one that sticks in my mind was I think it was for Europe. Was it where you were all dancing and
Oh
singing? Was
yeah,
that
the
the
music
one?
video.
The music
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you followed that up with it was probably US
Yeah, it was
where like
yes.
the one with the intern who's like, I just started. I don't know.
Yeah. That one we call it the office style one, like a
Yeah.
mockumentary.
Yes, it was phenomenal. Tell us a little bit about the creative process and why you lean into some of those kinds of marketing ideas.
Okay, so one of the things that I just wanted to mention was one of the reasons why we became so interested in WordPress is like we were in WooCommerce for a while. We never really got into deeply into WordPress until WordCamp US 2023. That's when Ritas and our VP of marketing went to DC. And from the moment they just caught a fire. Like they just said, the community is absolutely fantastic. The people are so friendly. They're so nice. We need to go deeper. And so I went with VP of marketing to WordCamp Germany just to check it out. And then I came back and I said, okay, we need to. We all agreed we need to be heavily invested here because the not just like the business opportunities, but just the fact that the community is so. It's hard to describe. It's so
Mhm.
genuine and so
Yeah.
supportive and so helpful that that there was no downsides.
Hmm.
So that's why we kind of last year you may have seen us all over the place just because we wanted to be there and we
Yeah.
internally everyone is fighting to go to the next WordCamp because we really love it. And about the yeah, so about the videos, a while back we were in this trap, which a lot of companies get, where they say that okay, this is how I am as a person, this is how my personality is, day to day, the kind of jokes we make at the coffee machine. But when they get on their marketing side, they become very, kind of official. They kind of speak in this jargon. They kind of do this, pretending, let's call it. They put on,
Otherwise known as boring.
yeah, the bad boring, just plain and uninteresting.
Meh.
And the
Yeah.
reason it's plain and uninteresting is because they're putting on something which is not natural to them. So
Mhm.
over the last few years, definitely as I took over the content and creative teams, we just decided, okay, let's we are funny and this is our humor, but when we go to the website and when we do our videos, we become kind of plain and interesting. So we said, okay, let's not put any limits on ourselves. Let's just say the brand now is going to be expanded to the point where we have like these five values about customer centricity and speed and all that kind of stuff, but without violating any guidelines about who we are as people. Let's just show more personality and, like you said,
Mhm.
endearment. And so that's when we really here we at the same time we started building up our video team and we kind of went through this phase of discovery as well. And so then we just started having brainstorms, and the best ideas are usually the ones that start with the question, wouldn't it be funny if, and then everyone says it's, and then when you say it, it's like it's a bad idea, it's a stupid idea, and then the more you talk about it, like, wait, why can't we?
But
And so
maybe, yeah.
exactly, but maybe it's so stupid, I know we're not going to do this, but what if we created a
Yes.
song with AI about coming to work? Because the way that one happened was that we had created for WordCamp Asia just these static social media images.
Hmm.
Come meet us at WordCamp. We're going to be there. And I said, we could do it again, but what if we didn't? What if we just did something different just to get more visibility because we're pretty new to WordCamp at that time. And the goal is for people to see that we're going to be there to increase our visibility and hopefully that they will set up meetings for us at WordCamp Europe. And we had a bunch of ideas, and then I went home and I just played around with Suno AI. The magic trick there is you have to write your own lyrics because if you ask them to write the lyrics, it becomes a pretty bad song.
They're funny though.
And
I
then
mean, anecdotally they're funny, but not for what you were
Yeah,
doing.
like
Yes.
not in a great way. I've tried many times, but the ones that they write are not great. And then I came back the next day and I said, I thought that this was just for fun and we are gonna do something else, but the song is stuck in my head. Listen to this and then let me know what if we did something interesting. And then
Yeah.
at the same time, we had arranged for an alpaca to visit the office just for another video that we were experimenting with. So I met Ritas actually on the way to the bathroom when I said, Ritas, how about next Wednesday, you, llama, us video? Okay? He said, okay. He didn't ask any questions. He just said, okay, just go with it. And so we arranged it and we created that. And that was really, really, I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And everyone was excited about it. And then for WordCamp US, we decided we could do another music video, but already kind of feeling that okay, maybe it's not the
We
right one.
expect it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we don't want to do that because then it's expected behavior. And we really, a lot of people in the office love The Office and Parks and Rec. So we were just kind
Hmm.
of brainstorming a few ideas, and this one stuck. And then we just came up with a scenario. And this one was actually easier to film than the music
Mm,
video.
I believe it.
And we are currently working on our next video for
I
WordCamp
had
Asia.
a feeling. I mean, I would love a preview, like just like off the side, but I'm willing to wait, but honestly, I can't wait to see it. So I
I
want
feel that, Michelle, there is even room in the video for guest appearance. There's a
oh,
way. Only because
I'm
the script hasn't been written yet.
I'm available. Just let me know.
Okay. I will take that as a handshake because
Yes,
it
absolutely.
could come in.
Absolutely. So speaking of WordCamp Asia, what a great segue. Thank you for setting me up for that. You are on the team for WordCamp Asia. I will be there. I'm very excited. This will be my third WordCamp Asia, and it will be my third time on the stage at WordCamp
Perfect.
Asia. So I'm excited about all the things. And Contributor Day there is phenomenal. I'm looking forward to that as well. So you are on the marketing communications team. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think of marketing communications as kind of all
It's one big
it
bowl.
is, right?
Yeah.
What are we calling it? PR, whatever it is. Um, it's been phenomenal, first of all, because I I've signed up under two different email addresses for notifications. I don't know why I did that, but so I'm getting the emails in two different places, which means if I didn't see it in one, I've definitely seen it in
Okay.
the other. But, and I don't know if part of the communications is also you're doing social and social strategy and things like that as well.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing a lot of those things. I didn't miss the opportunity to apply to speak. I didn't miss the opportunity to sign up for things.
Perfect.
All of those things. So sometimes, if you don't see them,
Hmm.
it's out of mind. Oh my God, the deadline passed or whatever. The tickets are no longer available or those things that people say. Um, if somebody hasn't got a ticket yet, it's their fault, not yours. But so tell me a little bit about the team that you've been working on and what and overall. So your communications team first, but then also the overall team and what kinds of things are you excited about that are coming up at WordCamp Asia in Manila next month?
I think one of the first things is Manila. Looks amazing.
It does.
Like some of the images and they did a little cultural onboarding for us. It looks like a fantastic city. I mean, the weather's going to be great. There's not going to be any tsunamis or anything like that at the time. A very pleasant 75, 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 Celsius is
Yeah,
what I
which
was promised.
with those of us who live in like wintry cold temperatures, that's going to be a lovely break.
It is
Yes.
less weight, less luggage weight. I think it's
Yes, for
perfect.
sure.
And besides that, I'm a foodie, so the food,
Mm,
I just want to get those two out of the way. I
yes.
think the location is amazing because we have seen it's pretty large. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for people to kind of walk around and see everything. But it's in the pick in Manila. It's a historical building, kind of brutalist structure. I mean, it's really grand. I haven't been there yet, but from the videos that we saw, so I think that people are really going to enjoy the actual venue
Hmm.
and just kind of being in that space and walking around and finding all these kind of rooms and areas where they can kind of talk a bit more privately. Besides that, I think that the program that we had, speakers like you, like yourself, some of the invited speakers, some of the programs that we have a speed build. challenge there as well. I think the program is looking every year, every WordCamp I go to, I think it's getting better and better, and there's like more
Yeah.
things that I want to attend. So this one I'm fighting my schedule because I want to attend a lot of the speaker
Everything.
events.
Yeah.
Just yeah, like I want to see it as an attendee, but I gotta work as a sponsor and an organizer. And then I think the we have the contributor day is all it's always something that I look forward to because for the last three I was table lead for the marketing team. And it's just nice to see people coming in, a lot of half of them at least, with little to no knowledge of WordPress or contributing or working with the WordPress community. And then about 11 a.m. lunchtime, they just have that little, that spark. They see it's actually nice, the community is great, people are
Mhm.
supportive, and you're it's possible for you to contribute to WordPress in a pretty effortless kind of way. So that day is and it's also because I went to WordCamp Germany the first time. That's kind of where I, let's say, fell in love, to be very
Yes.
sentimental, with the WordPress community. So that has a pretty special day for me.
Mhm.
So just for us to put that on is it's to be on the other side of this contributor day. It's for me very very exciting. We also have a youth camp, so that's going to be for 8 to 17-year-olds, completely
Mhm.
free, with a parent ticket. And then Human Library is coming back this year again.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you have the opportunity to check out some books and talk to them for 15, 30, 45 minutes
Yeah.
about their stories, about their lives, about their experiences. And then, yeah, the next 2 days it's going to be just straight up, as the young people say, straight up bangers, speaker after speaker. Some of the topics I've seen is pretty great. The schedule is
Yeah.
up now.
Yes.
It went live on last week. And then of course we have the after party, which we're gonna announce very soon. I
Okay.
have
Okay.
inside information, but it's gonna
Ooh.
be pretty fun, and I'm
Nice.
pretty sure people are gonna love it.
Excellent.
So I guess my answer is everything. I like
Yeah,
everything about WordCamp Asia.
I
And
can understand that.
the great thing about this is this is my first time organizing WordCamp, and I was lucky enough to become a co-lead. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm pretty familiar with in terms of communications since it's my day job, and a lot of stuff that I don't know just about organizing and about
Sure.
the other side of WordCamp. So the other organizers on the in the committee, they are extremely helpful. I keep saying this word helpful, 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 but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are extremely helpful, supportive. They understand that it's not your main, it's a volunteer position. So they give a lot of space and time, and they're very, very supportive when you need to come up with, some tasks or you have a new idea. So I absolutely love it. I would love to do it again. And if anyone out there has any opportunity to become an organizer or apply, please apply because it's 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 a wealth of information, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I have organized word camps in the past, local and US, and I was on the organizing team for Europe in 2023, I think it was the first year that it came
Athens.
back. No, the year before then, 2022. Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't able to attend. That was in Porto, but I
Oh,
was on the organizing team. And it's such an amazing, you work hard. It is absolutely not just a party from beginning to end. There is a lot that goes into it, but the sense of accomplishment and
yeah,
the sense of camaraderie that you have with your fellow organizers, you can't even put into words how
exactly.
amazing it is. I agree.
And
It's
like for me, just because many of us have not had a chance to go to Philippines, so just that
yeah.
moment when we're gonna meet in PIC in Manila a few days before everything kicks off, I'm looking forward to that day the most, just to finally a human being in physical form compared to a Slack
Yeah.
message. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I understand that. I work for a remote company as well. This is my home that I'm sitting in always. And my boss or my supervisor, whatever the right word is in another state.
Hmm.
I always forget which state he's in. Wisconsin. He's in Wisconsin.
Oh,
And I only see him when we are traveling to other countries or work at US. So it's like, hey, I know you. I know you
Hmm.
well. I've known you for 10 years, but nice to see you in Manila or in Taipei or wherever it is that we are.
It's like
So
really fancy team buildings, you know?
it
You go
really is. It's like, where shall
like
we
get
meet
together.
next year? Oh, maybe like Switzerland?
Let's
I don't
be
know.
let's be fancy. Let's go to Europe, Switzerland.
Exactly. We're so like continental or whatever the right word is.
Yeah,
Metropolitan. Yeah.
it's yeah, so one of those great things about WordCamp is just that
Yeah.
location after location is just it's been fantastic. This is our fourth one, so I'm excited about this. And just yeah,
Absolutely.
if anyone has not bought a ticket yet, even though I've sent all the emails and we've done
Yes,
all
you
the stuff,
have.
there are 90 tickets left. So I've checked the
Ooh,
website before today, so we have a little bit left.
we're
They
running
could be
out.
going fast, yeah. So by the time this goes live, I'm not so sure, but we'll see how
Yeah,
it goes.
yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate you taking the time today to talk about Omnisend, to talk about your creative process, and also to share about WordCamp Asia coming up. And I hope that we have you back again, maybe towards the
Definitely.
end of the year. We can talk about other things, Omnisend as well, and maybe some marketing tips and tricks. I think that'd be fun too.
Yeah, in the beginning when we talk about email, I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to talk about email so much, but
No,
maybe next
I
time
think it's
we
great.
can,
We
we
can
can
we
dig a
can
bit.
go deeper for
Yeah,
sure. For sure.
let's put that on the schedule. Next time,
I like
geek
it.
2 hours of geeky email stuff and marketing stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
sounds
and then
good.
creative stuff as well. Yeah. Oh, I
Absolutely.
forgot to mention, we
Yes.
also did a little music video for WordCamp Asia. So if you haven't seen that
Oh,
yet, you should check it out.
yeah.
There's no actual people in the thing. We had a little bit
That's
limited time, but
okay. I'll
I
I'll
can send
ask you
you.
to Slack me all those. We'll include them in the show notes if people want to go back and look at your past videos of your dances and your music and your mockumentary. We'll include those here too, so people can go back and look at those, as well as a link to Omnisend, of course, if people are
Would be
interested in
wonderful.
finding out a little bit more about what you all do over there. So. Thank you so much for taking some time to, I know it's
Thank
later in
you.
your day there, but for having some time together today to talk about these things. I am very much looking forward to seeing you in Asia next month and just a little over a month from now, from today.
Yes, it's gonna be
Yeah,
pretty fast going from now. Yeah,
it really is
it's
for
almost
sure.
February.
It's like it picks up speed like that
It does.
proverbial snowball coming down the mountain, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
those first 2 weeks of January is so slow, and then all of a
boom.
sudden it's middle of March. No idea where they went.
And we're like, wow, Manila was fun. But yeah, so
Exactly.
exactly. So awesome. Well, we will see you soon. We'll see you in Manila. And for everybody else, we'll see you next time we have a wonderful conversation together to share with the world. So thank you, Bernard, for being
Thank
here.
you, Michelle. It was wonderful. Loved it. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.